Welcome back, everybody, to the Warlord of SBAS plays Torment, Numenera, episode 91. You may notice that there's a little change because I kind of messed up, so I had to restart, so that's why it looks different. So let's continue. You've already seen the elevator room. You will now see the door observation deck, where we watch for the coming ship, where we study the path of the stars. Follow, please. Crisis initiated. Alright. First, see this? The paths between stars, the journeys that took us to these places. And please, ask questions if you have questions. Yes, we should do that, Tiber says quietly beneath his hand. Now we keep talking, the more time we have to find the cortex. Alright. Let's have you... Well, actually, I've done this before. I know exactly where to send you. Over here. Because we need to get you to that panel. Now, Iridis, you will talk to him. So studying the display would help people find their way home. It blinks rapidly, surprised by your question. Some of us believe this. They come here when they have nowhere work to stare at the changing paths, to draw their own maps and dream. Yes, dream. He paused, gathering his thoughts. All right, I had to go all the way over here. And of course, I can't do anything because I was too slow. And you will move. Actually, I'll have you follow him.
Of course.
He stares into the changing stars. His eyes are filled with the light. I believe that the paths between the stars are too many. That we must wait for the ship. He sighs deeply. Must move along now. Alright. And you to go down here.
On my way.
Touch that. Controls alone. Too slow. Alright. Now we have to make sure he's all the way over here because that's the next spot he's going to go. Open this. More machinery. Open the panel. Dude done did it. Tap the symbols at random, noticing that the light behind them goes out. When you hit certain buttons in sequence, clicks and mechanical snaps sound within the door as you work. Glancing back occasionally to be sure you haven't been discovered. With no warning, the door opens with a sizzling pop. The panel goes utterly dark and you smell burning wires. You won't be closing that door again, it seems. Whoopsie! Alright. Go all the way up here.
I'm ready.
So next turn I can do that. Calestige. How far can you go? Okay.
Of course.
Whatever that was. Come with me, please. Just observe him for now. And wait. Maybe I have to have someone around near him.
Above. Sideways.
Ready.
Alright. Use a control console. Test the console and warmth spreads up your arms and into your mind. At the moment of contact, the female voice speaks. Visit that. Nah? With a brief stutter, it continues that. And in truth. Would you like to do? I think that's supposed to be, what would you like to do? You glance around seeking the source of voice before you realize that it's speaking only in your head and into you alone. As the cortex about itself. I'm a navigational cortex that was manufactured cycles ago, but the combined with cycles remaining. I was brought here through a localized dimensional vortex, which has since collapsed. I'm powered by a quantum-tunneled interterrestrial Hoveron matrix. Whatever the fuck that is. The glowing orb you see before you, I interact with both users and appropriate receptacles to provide observed and recorded historical information, starfield tracking and navigation, observation, and essential starpoint maintenance. Maintaining information regarding exactly below star systems, with detailed information on routes between them, including known transdimensional passages. For every world in each of these star systems, I hold detailed images of their night skies and projected daytime star fields. Additionally, I maintain a detailed personal information of the station dating back many centuries. Okay. Examine the station's personal history. Thousands of records, perhaps tens of thousands, scroll past your eyes, appended with arcane time and keeping name changes, date of birth, and death. All the personnel who have ever lived, traveled, or otherwise passed through the anchorage, no matter how brief their stay. Sheer amount of information is overwhelming. Sensing your bewilderment, the smooth voice says, certain historical trends can be deduced through analysis of the data. But this does not seem to be your focus. Popular interaction including brief historical overviews of the station, important recent events, and location searches on missing crew members. As for historical overviews of the station, my records extend over 10,000 of your years, inherited from my predecessor in the position all this time. The people now calling themselves Lazarus have crewed the station, and pre-existing records suggest that they were here in more formal military service capacity before the shipping lanes began to close. The original crew of the station has repopulated the station, and their descendants have grown in number. A number of conflicts have arisen over the years, in particular the 5-cycle mutiny, the airlock debacle, and the castaway action. Each of these helped define the current power and familiar structure of the existing population. The current structure of the population is strongly based on influence of the naval hierarchy of their forebears. They wait the coming of another ship to close the station properly and bring them home. Alright. Request information on recent occurrences. Approximately 15 years ago, as you measure time, a transdimensional pathway opened to the station. This was the first contact with other sentient life the inhabitants of the station have had in generations. Trade was established. The portal closed recently, but has been replaced with the pathway through which you entered. Review the records for missing personnel. A single Lazarus remains unaccounted for. Jamal Bleu has passed through Japan's dimensional gateway. Approximately, the voice pauses as if calculating. 15 years of your time ago. She has not returned. If you have any information just for personnel not covered by this consensus, please report immediately to the captain. Ask for information about the missing Bleu. Bleu traveled through the transdimensional portal that opened 15 years ago. Her mission was to explore and establish potential embassy and trade. She was also to seek other routes whereby inhabitants of the station might find passage to their homeworld. Last transmission contained a report of her investigation of the community known as the Bloom, which apparently exists inside the living creature. She was 28 years of age when she departed. She left behind 2 sisters, a brother, and a father. Okay. Let's see. Blah, blah. As for basic information, actually, I'll do this last. We request the exact location of the anchorage. The smooth voice said, exact coordinates of the station are bleh. Those numbers will hopefully appear in the pale blue light of the central console. You suspect that if you had a proper education in context to understand these numbers, you might have a better picture of your location. As it is, they may mean nothing to you. That's how long have the Lazarus been waiting for the ship? Accessing records quickly. If the Lazarus have been waiting for the vessel to take them home for approximately 10,091 of your years. Press the information on the home planet of Lazarus. Bluish globe seen from the great distance around which many smaller orbs rotate appear before your eyes. as if it were floating in front of you. The home of the Lazar is called Ishteria. Okay. Alright. Now, as for basic information on the helmet you found in the bloom. This helmet belongs to the Jamader Bleh. She has been existing for 15 years by the reckoning of your world. It contains a visual record she marked as being of importance. She suggests these images be analyzed. I'll do so on your command. Have the cortex analyze the data on the helmet.
I'll remember that.
Processing. 1 moment. Biological matter has entered some of the helmet's context. It will be unable to analyze the objects unless the cortex removal process has progressed to the 3rd stage. This will allow me to open the cortex housing and perform a focus scan analysis of this helmet. Okay. Begin the cortex removal process then. Of course. As I note that you are the first-time user, Stage 1 requires you to assemble a pass symbol in the screen before you, and pull the lever on the side of the console. Gentle small jagged symbols tumble across the screen, as if tossed there by a careless hand. Alright. Assemble the pass symbol. Do it because I'm good. Yeah. Oops. Oh well. A hum beneath. Oh, actually, I can just do this. Working swiftly, you compose a small jagged shape into a larger, unfamiliar symbol with a series of satisfying clicks. A clunk sounds in the lever's housing, and you pull it down. An excellent solution, the voice says, warmly. Well done. The hum beneath the voice changes subtly. Stage 1 of the removal process has been completed. Your action must be verified from the control pit. Please wait. Alright. And this is the control pit.
As you wish.
I'll have you continue studying the Lester's movements. I see the map of another kind, a living painting of the cortex thoughts. Alright. Now I need you to do your quickie fingers. Well, Lester's is not looking. Excellent. Wait until the Lester is preoccupied and swiftly tap the button. Lester looks up to the sun on an instant face and then now dark screen and button. He frowns. Alright. I need you to distract this guy. I'll explain what I can if you have questions. It refreshes constantly. Is it changing its mind or checking if the thoughts are still there? Delight blooms across the god's face. I'm wondering the same. He looks at the air and lips moving, composing his response. Alright. Stage 1 done. Continue cortex removal process. Stage 2 initialize. Please identify the core locking components from the previous stage. Once you have done so, the guessing over the error unable to translate the title switch will open flip the switch and complete the stage. Alright. That's the cortex correct symbol of previous stage. Not hard for me. I'm smart. Follow the symbol streams across the console's tiny screen. At first, none of them look any way familiar, but as you watch them, you recognize a few. They disappear beneath your tapping fingertips with sweet piping pings. A fluttering sound, something like an insect's wings, arises from the console, and the casing pops open, and you flick the switch. Stage 2 complete, the voice says with a real pleasure. Well done. Your action in Stage 2 have been sent to Overstage Deck to be verified. Please wait. Okay.
It is done.
Can you do it real quick? Yeah. I'll have you do the second one. Still, step hold spin effort restored. Sweet. Laser glances up, eyes leaving the monitor in swift and silent air. You lean over and press the button. Laser looks back and down the click front again. Touch? He says sternly. You do not respond, and after a moment he returns to his work, eyeing you more often now. Okay. So job done there. Kenji reaches into the display and spreading his fingers. One of the threads curls around his wrist. I tried to follow this Hirikra. How to say thought example. To question every thought, yes. To have a flexible mind. He reluctantly removes his hand. The tour must continue. I have much to finish after. Alright. You're still gonna wait, because I need to wait. Alright, I know you're gonna go over here, so I'm gonna go over here. Ready for you. Alright. Stage 3. Continue. Stage 3. Initialize. Something arrange the previously selected tools into a critical area. Existing syntax is inadequate. Voices and high pleading toast. Instructions are flawed. User may be unable to complete cortex removal procedure. Maintenance is requested. Repeat. Maintenance is requested. After a long pause, the voice resumes utterly calm. Once this is complete, manually pull the lock accelerator from its housing. Rotate it and insert it back into the console. Try to figure out what you're supposed to do. Okay. Critical success! Bereft of any useful instruction, you study the scissors rotating the screen. All of them are moving, except for the one in the upper left corner. The random shape is assembled in stage 1. On a whim, you arrange the remaining sigils into a frame surrounding the shape. Excellent work, the voice says. I've never seen it done faster. Please wait, your action in stage 3 must be verified. Since you got your stuff back last time, go ahead and get you to do it. Aha! Right rope. Lazarus starts rubbing his eyes in the second that you dart over and press the glowing button. Neener, neener. I'm the wiener. Are you still interested in the story? If not, you must return to my work. Okay.
I am the very soul of action.
Guess I have to stay in a certain distance away from him. And I got the 3rd level. Command the cortex to process data of the helmet. Certainly, please wait. Dark masses within the giant orb shift and pinpoint the light streaks from within dancing over the helmet in your hands. Processing complete. Report. Jemima Bleh was struck and killed at the date of her last record. File has been updated to reflect the information. Now continues. All the images contained inside the helmet strove rapidly through your vision. The images of the night sky that were so prevalent in the helm appear now, and the cortex begins to layer star charts over the top of these pictures. The information about the location of the world has been added to the memory. Ask if the image is the broken helmet matched any of the cortex records. Based on the time regression analysis of the star field and relative to planetary precision, only one postal world matches. The world that lesser people call home. Interesting. So I think we need to go tell the Capitan about that. Oh, you guys stay there for now. You will continue following him.
Why not?
And I will book it.
Yes. Now.
You wait. Alright. Now see, he trails off and chuckles. Now this story, of course, you came to us from it. Alright. Any questions on the doorway at home? He chuckles, clearly expecting no. Have you ever been to the Bloom? Makes him feel just in the air and sort of snatching movement as if he it's touched something hot. No, it never will. I belong here and am needed here. Just along urging to follow him. Alright.
Fine.
Get all the way up to her.
I'm at least 6 times better than I was seconds ago.
You can wait. You
Here
following
comes
him?
the boredom slayer.
I greet you. What do you need? I have uncovered the location of Ishtina, your homeworld. The Bloom lives in the world. You just need to go through the portal and you'll be home. What evidence have you of this? How do you know? The cortex must verify truth. Will return. She hurries from the room. Why did the cortex not know this?
Better than I do right now.
Aha. Her face is pale and her hand trembles as she returns. A tear rolls down her cheek. You've done a great service, Outworlder. Your wisdom, your knowledge, they bring us home. Sweet. Levels. Homeward Bound. That was a pretty good, sad movie at parts. If you haven't seen it, you definitely should. She summons the crew, and when they have assembled, you speak to them for a long moment. She speaks to them for a long moment in their own tongue. Her face shines, and her gasps and cries of muted praise. Some will weep openly. When she finishes her speech, that's lined up outside the portal of the Bloom. Outworlder, whatever lies beyond the Bloom is the place we call home. Our service is done. Our thanks. She presses the navigation cortex into your hand and follows her crew out of the anchorage. Sweet. Job done. I done good. So what does this do? And you retrieve the tiny metal and synth sphere from inside the large device. It's an navigated cortex anchorage containing records of numerous worlds and maps of travel routes between them. You can see infinitesimally a small pattern projects along its surface with minuscule lights rushing along through the patterns. Use item? What does it do? Pull the cortex out and hold it, and as you focus on it, a pale blue symbol discreetly appears in your vision, overlaying reality. It's a small encircled plus sign. It's how instinctively you know that it is the location finder. It blinks quietly but insistently, waiting for you to acknowledge it. Where am I now? A mass of stars swirls around vision. Conglomeration of so many billions of stars that you cannot quite comprehend its scale. Suddenly you are diving toward a point in the middle right of the starfield, sweeping and zooming toward the single star system. Projected orbits of the planets and moons are overlaid in the gas giants, and small rocks encircle the star. The image of your vision focuses first on the star, then shifts quickly to the fifth rock around it. The world is small and blue, seeming to consist largely of oceans, with few small brown land masses. Some abandoned cities loom in patches in this islands. But before you can focus on these, few shifts against a single chord that rises from the dry plain on the large island. Following the cool chord toward the sky, you see something that looks like a child's toy. A control hub that looks like a ziggurat, mirrored top and bottom, with thick spokes that radiate from its center, network of lines that surround it. With a start, you realize that you are looking at Anchorage, and that the walls of each of the intersecting lines are decking stations for spacefaring vessels. and that the lines are passageways and transport tubes. Script and notice scroll across the vision. The cortex speaks in your mind. We are at way station 5193, attached to the world Amasathun. How far is that from Ninth World? Calculating. The image retreats again, showing the great mass of stars again. And red line appears between the location of Anchorage and the other world. Another world. Now appears 117. Distance shown in light years, displayed in the preferred mental time measurement. Okay. Neat, I guess. Well, let's do that leveling. Calestige. Nope. I actually Calestige. We'll do you first. Let's see. Yeah. Oof. Ability or skill? Skill, maybe? New manipulation, Maelstrom. If I do this, will it give me more Maelstrom damage? To improve, improving the ability increases the actually by 15 per training level. You know what? Let's make that better. Why not? And Tiber, let's level you up, because you definitely need to level up. You're very weak compared to everyone else. I'm gonna increase edge, and since you're my speed guy now, increase your speed edge, so you have 2 free ones. All right. So that's everything I can do here now. I believe I've basically done everything. Because that's dead now. I wonder if I could do anything with this now that it's dead. Just a quick check. Because I'm a curious sort. Probably doesn't do anything anymore. Alright. It doesn't really do much.
Yes.
I can put the cortex back in, but I don't really see a reason to do that.
Yes.
Although making this my base would be awesome. I don't think I can actually do that.
Action! Here I come!
You know what? Just because we have a few minutes left, I'm just going to see what happens if I put the cortex back in.
Ready.
Because why not? You never know until you try. Now cortex. It's the cortex significantly easier and the process is completely automated. After you insert the device back into the housing, the large sphere starts spinning and glowing again. No, you're not going to tell me anything new. So that's no longer a concern. You finish the remaining steps and removal process quickly. The cortex removal procedure has completed. The cortex now is removed from its framing. Alternately, the information on the broken helmet you found can now be analyzed. The information on the broken helmet can now be analyzed. Self, history, information on the helmet plan, this again. No, I did everything. And blah blah blah. Let's go.
Of course.
Anyway, I'm gonna finish it here. Next time we're gonna go to a new area. Won't that be fun? Now that we got this area cleared out. So until next time, remember the brace of chaos, so you'll go mad. Bye.